Hello there, welcome to another video. This is part 2 of my little adventure to the northern shore of the Gower Peninsula. The previous day I explored the slipway you see in the distance and camped at the foot of this hill. On this warm and sunny morning I shall be having a wander around Weobley Castle. And along the way I'll be referring to my CADW guide to the Gower. Hello. I'm not really a people person, as you can probably tell. But I do seem to bond quickly with most animals. I find them relaxing to be around. And they're very loyal too. Weobley Castle was built by the de la Beer family in the early 1300s. The main gateway would have had thick wooden doors, but no moat or portcullis as a secondary defence. The building has undergone several rebuilds and modifications over the centuries, as shown in this plan. The castle was attacked in the early 15th century by the forces of Owain Glyndwr. Though much of the Phase 2 and 15th century buildings remain, they are understandably not in the best of condition. The southwest tower and chapel are all but gone. We're currently in the main courtyard, looking up at the first floor and see windows to what might have been a guest chamber. We're looking at the ruins of the chapel now. I'm not sure if that hollowed out stone was anything special. I make my way through the east doorway to the foundations of the southeast tower. According to the CADW guide, the tower was supposed to be 3 upper levels high, but was likely never completed. Down there are the remains of a lime kiln, used for making mortar for the castle stones. Let's make our way back into the courtyard and take a left into the chapel. Now let's go out into the main ground. Here is the bottom of the southeast tower. And a closer look at the lime kiln. This section of the castle is the East Range, and the one area I forgot to explore inside. This is a passageway under the southeast tower that's not on the plan. Was it a secret entrance maybe, or just the cesspit for a latrine that was never built? I had to crouch down slightly, but only because I have tarp poles sticking out of my rucksack. I've no idea what that gap in the brickwork is, but if you know, please educate me in the comments section. Back to the chapel now, and we're approaching the porch. There's a jumble of stonework here, and I wonder what this window or passageway would have originally looked like. It may have been a room for castle staff, perhaps. Upon entering the porch, you're only a few steps up from the first floor. We're now in the room above from what we were just looking down into. There may at one time been a wooden upper level, though perhaps not with a fireplace that big. Spinning around, we now face an entrance to the hall. I believe this section is part of the porch, but the remaining layout is difficult to fathom in places. This is the hall and lower level, which would have been the kitchen. Some 700 years ago, this view would have been blocked by the upper level wooden floor, but kitchen staff would have had 3 small windows offering them some light. The large recess in the wall ahead may have been used for hanging tapestries. This locked door would have given castle staff access to the steps leading down to the kitchen. There are some letters or initials carved in the door. DW, MT, LD, XX, and JE. LDXX is 470 in Roman numerals. Maybe it means LD has kisses for JE. Your guess is as good as mine. These are the steps leading down to the cellar. This looks like a blocked up doorway or window. Not much to see really, so back up we go. We're heading into the kitchen now. It must have been pretty dark, hot and cramped down here, especially when staff were preparing a feast for the family and their guests. This view from the kitchen probably hasn't changed very much in the 700 years the castle has stood here. Almost at the end now, as we climb the stairs to the solar, which houses a small exhibition. There are information boards here about castles in the Gower, but I still recommend picking up a copy of CADW's guide, which I've put a link for in the description. As I mentioned earlier, I forgot to explore the East Range, but with the entry price being only £4, it's worth paying another visit in the future. Well, that's the end of another video. I hope you enjoyed this brief tour of Weobley Castle. Thanks for watching. Take care.